we have received.
Okay. So, Tim, yesterday I missed to show you this architecture for the entire Tricentis Tosca architecture team. Okay. So I'll show you two different architectures. One is Tosca 15th version and below versions, and another one is Tosca 16 and above version. Okay. If you see here, uh, in this entire Tosca Commander architecture level, if you know, the Tosca Commander is playing a major key role here. To work with this, must we have to install Tricentis Tosca Commander in our system. Okay. So this installation process, what are the things prerequisite we require to go with the installation of Tricentis Tosca? Anyway, we discussed that in today's class. So Tosca Commander team. If you know completely about this Tosca Commander, like what is Tosca Commander, what exactly the features this tool is holding, how we are developing the script, and what are the different options is available. If we know completely about this particular tool, that is what our experience. That is what our experience. And one more point, what are the commander we are doing a practice? For example, I'm just opening Tosca Commander. So what are the command that you are seeing here? Same interface you can see in real time also. There is no change in Tosca interface point of view. Okay. The thing is changing here are different projects. But coming to the installation of Tricentis Tosca, the performance of this, everything is almost same. Nothing is difference here. Okay. Now, sure, Monica. And this, you can see this architecture. This one and the above one, these both are same thing. So the difference is here, this architecture, they modified and remodified as per the current trends. So this architecture you can see for Tosca 16 and above versions. Tosca 16 and above versions. So the latest version of Tricentis Tosca, it's a 2024.1. This is the latest version which is released in the last month. Okay. So once we open Tosca Commander team, here you can see we required a license activation for that. You can see here we required a license activation. So once we have a proper license, then only we able to access this Tosca Commander home page. Okay. So see here, Tosca Commander is already open for me. And this is Tosca Commander home page. Here you can see this is the Tosca Commander home page. And here, what are the projects you are seeing? These all are my previous projects which I created here. These all are my previous projects which I created here. And my next point is here, how to create a project. So let me go with create new. Create new is the option to create a new project. Click on this. So as I mentioned earlier, in Tricentis Tosca, it's a multi-user environment. All are working in single environment, like a GitHub. So we all connect to the GitHub to merge the code, to push the code, right? The similar way, we can do all the activities into Tosca Commander in single workspace. Okay. So that is the reason we call this one as a common repository. Different naming conversions, I can say like common repository, shared repository, multi-user repository. These all are the different terminologies. At the time of creating a project, we required a repository type. Here you can see the repositories. Select a type of repository. Okay. Why it is required? In Tosca, two type of repositories is available. One is single user repository type. Another one is the multi-user repository type. Single user is nothing but who are the creator, only that person can able to work on that project. Multi-user is nothing but it's a common workspace. We can give access to that particular project to number of people. All the people are working together in one particular area. That is comes under as a multi-user or common repositories. Clear this point? Type of repository. The first one is single user repository. Only one person can work on this project. Another one is multi-user. I just mentioned as a multi-user, we have different terminologies here. Common user repository, shared repository. These all are the different terminologies. But basically, one is single user, another one is a multi-user and common user repository. You can see here. So which repository option by default here it is selected?
Single user.
Single user workspace is auto selected. This single user workspace is not recommended in a real time because in real time we always work as a team. So at least we can expect 5 members or 10 members in the team members, right? So the single user workspace is not recommended in real time. We always work with a multi-user workspaces only. To create a multi-user workspace, if you go to here, are you able to see here one option? Common repository. Everyone able to see? To create a common repository in Tricentis Tosca Commander, we required a database connection. Everyone able to see? To create a common repository in Tosca, that means it's a shared repository, multi-user repository in Tosca. So must be required. Which connection we required here? Database connection is required.
Database connection.
Okay. So even you can see in Tosca Commander level, if I hit the click operation on this drop down arrow, you're able to see some of the database options. Are you able to see? SQLite, Oracle, MS SQL Server, DB2. So all these databases is acting as a common repositories or multi-user repositories or shared repositories. In real time, they pick any of these repository types to create their projects. Clear with this?
Yes.
Okay. As of now, I'll create the project with SQLite because in multi-user always recommended in a multi-user repository. That is the reason I'm selecting here SQLite. So coming back to here one option is selected. What is the name of this conversion team? Use existing repository. We use this create workspace into a two different approaches team. One is to create a new project for our team members or to create a workspace for our team members. Another thing is join to the existing project. Okay. So you can see here, this particular checkbox is enabled. The meaning of that, we are just joining to the existing project. Joining to the existing project. What exactly meaning of joining to the existing project? So see here team, already project is created. Let us assume, okay. So here person 1 is already working and even person 2 is also already working. Let us assume person 3 is joined recently in this project. They want to provide some access to person 3. So already they added person 3 credentials to their Tosca project. Now they are giving access to person 3. To provide access to person 3, that is done. Then person 3 wants to connect back to this workspace. If person 3 wants to connect back to this workspace, this person 3 has to create a project with existing repository. Got it? This person has to choose the option as a existing repository. Why existing repository? Because see here clearly, this project is already created. Even some people is already working on this project. If any person joined recently in Tosca project, we will give access to them. If that person wants to access our main project into person 3 laptop, that person has to create a project with existing repository option. Clear with this? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, let me go back to Tosca. So now what I'm doing here, I'm just creating a new project. I don't want to I'm the person, I'm just creating a new project. If you're creating new project, always unselect this checkbox. Always unselect this particular checkbox. Now enter your project name. I'm just giving EV underscore repo project. EVE underscore repo project. So once you enter the name of the repository, go to here, use workspace template. We have to choose this option T. This is a default Tricentis subset which they are providing to us. What is the use of enabling this feature? See, most of the web-based application, we have a common things, right? The common things is nothing but launching of application URL, closing of application URLs. So closing of the windows, closing of the tabs. These all are the common things which we can do for all type of projects. Yes or no? So what are the common things? It's already Tosca is identified those things. That is the reason they are providing one subset for us. Okay. If you enable this feature, this is a part of project creation only. Here you can see standard.tsu file is added here. Okay. Once this file is added here, click on OK. So before creating a project, any questions on this project creation part? Any one of you?
Yes, I have one question. Before selecting that SQL DB connection, is it necessary to select every time that SQL line, or it depends on project to project? Means
It depends upon project to project.
It's not like that key everybody is using SQL line.
Everybody, they have their own selections, right? Either they go with Oracle or MS SQL Server or DB2. It depends
Okay.
on the project.
Okay. Hmm. Thank you.
Thank you. What about others, team? Rest of the people, do you have any questions? Yes, Ravi.
SQLite the
Your voice is very big for me. Could you please speak loudly?
అక్కడ మిగతా ఉన్నాయి కదా ఎస్క్యూలైట్ డీబీ ఎంఎస్క్యూఎల్ అండి ఎస్క్యూలైట్ ఎందుకు తీసుకోవాలి ఎంఎస్క్యూఎల్ డీబీ ఒరాకిల్ తీసుకోవచ్చు.
Yes, we can go with Oracle, MS SQL Server and DB2. Okay. So as of today, I'll take SQLite. Why I'm not choosing these things, I'll explain tomorrow. Okay? So today I'll explain the project creation with the SQLite team. Tomorrow I'll explain to you how to create a project for Oracle or an MS SQL Server or DB2. First, we'll go with one by one. That is the reason I just picked the SQLite. Okay. Now.
Also, can we integrate Azure or cloud for this?
Yeah, that is possible.
Okay.
Okay. So click on OK. So once I click on OK team, here you can see the project is creating a new workspace and new common workspace. Okay. Now it's creating the project. Just wait for a minute.
Hi, Hanisha. What is the difference between like the single user SQLite you have selected? No, any difference we'll get, or SQLite will connect to directly database?
No. So basically, when we are working in real time, basically we work in a different area. For example, person one is working in one location, person two is working on another location. And let us assume this person two is having completed 10 test cases, and even person two also completed 10 test cases. If I consider my team member is these two members, entire team is completed 20 test cases now. So after completion of these activities, they are merging their code to the repositories, right? Like if you have a knowledge on like a GitHub or any other Bitbuckets, these are right?
Got it. Like you will merge the code, like test one, person one and person.
We'll merge the code to their respective branches. Then we'll merge the entire thing into the main branch level. This is additionally which we can do in other projects. But Tosca point of view, this kind of activity is not required. Okay. So at the time of creating a project itself, I'm just choosing the repository option here. That is multi-user. If you're choosing a single, then means you are the person working on that project. You are not able to give access to any others. Because
Yeah, multi-user time, like we'll do check-in, check-out, like that we'll do, no? Like,
But single user level, we don't have those features.
yeah, multi-user time will do. So that's what is the comparison? Like here SQLite we are using. So
We
any
have
difference we'll get like.
that. Yeah. When we are using some multi-user database options, we have some complete backup for our project. So, and even only one person is allowed to that work on that particular project in single user. And we don't have these all features are disabled for single user. That is the main difference. These all features is disabled for single user workspace. Other than this, not much changes, okay? These all are the
Okay,
single user.
okay. Check-in, check-out only which will enable for multi-user. That one is disabled for single user. Okay, got it.
Now see here, these all features is enabled for multi-user environment. Coming to here team, just now I created one project. The name of the project is equal to, what is the name of the project? env underscore repo. Are you able to see the structure of the project, the left side? Default framework here automatically created. This is my main project. Within this main project, the number of subfolders, each and everything is automatically added here. Everyone able to see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, the point is here, approximately we can see here more than 5 to 10 sections. I think approximately 8 to 9 sections here. We call all these things as a sections, phases, towers, different terminologies. Like as of now, I'm calling like a sections. So total I'm able to see here 8 to 9 sections too. But this 8 to 9 sections, coming to, we all are the automation consultant, okay? So when we are working in automation phase, so do we touch these many 10 phases at the time of doing automation? No. So instead of working these many phases, we have specification. We can work only couple of phases for the automation point of view. Let me show you what are the phases we can use as part of automation. So the one is execution phase we required, and module section is required, and test case section is required, and test case designing. Along with sometimes we go with the configurations. Out of 8 to 9 sections, majorly we focus on 5 to 4 sections only in real time. Okay. So why we are focusing only these sections? So test automation point of view, we'll work with only these 5 sections. If you see here, the EV underscore repo project is providing a platform to maintain the test management and test automation. So we can call Tosca project is a platform which is providing a test management and test automation related activities too. But nowadays in the market, each and every project level, we are using this Tricentis Tosca only for the test automation, not for the management. Okay. So what are the sections we can use for the management point of view to maintain the requirement, to create the requirement, to provide some issues? We have a requirement phase to maintain the requirement, to calculate the weightage of the requirement. And we have a test plan section to prepare a test plan for the coming sprints. And another thing is the issue section. If you identify something which is not meeting a client requirement, we can raise a bugs here. The issues is the providing a platform to raise a bug. Clear with this? So nowadays, I think as of now, I deal with the most of the project based on my experience. So nowadays, no one is dealing with these test management activities in Tricentis Tosca. Tosca is providing the platform, but no one is ready to take it up to go with the new test management activities. Already we have inbuilt test management tools like a Jira, and we have some HPLM and some Rally. It seems like a defect management tool, and we have some solution manager to go with the test management activity. Similarly, we have Q-test. So we have n number of things under ADO, Azure DevOps. Number of test management tools is already available, and even some projects they already committed with any of these test management tools. That is the reason they are not taking it priority in Tosca point of view. They are just giving always priority to only automation point of view. Clear with this point? Team?
Yes, Anusha.
Yes.
And here you are able to see one more section. The section is here reporting. So reporting is a one-time activity. If customer is asking like to create our customized report based on their company specifications, we go with this customized report. It's a one-time activity. Either we can spend 1 or 2 days to prepare this customization report here. That's it. We'll not spend a daily basis work here. Okay. And other than this, we have another session that is a data integrity testing. Data integrity testing section. So majorly we use this section only for the big data testing. If you have a big data, if you want to test big data testing and snowflake testing and ETL, some of the people are aware of ETL testing also. We can do ETL testing. All data related activity kind of testings we can achieve into a data integrity part. Clear?
Yes.
So within Tosca projects, we can see the complete structure of the Tosca, but what are the sections majorly we are concentrating in real-time team? Totally how many sections? 5 sections only.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes.
Any questions here before proceeding further? Team, everyone is clear with these points, right?
Yes, Anusha.
Yes, Anusha.
Anusha, by any chance, the requirement how to utilize the touch section will cover under
I'm
training.
covering requirement section. If you want, I'll give you some intro related to requirement, how we can use this.
Okay. Okay, fine.
So see here, team. Each and every section added here as a different section. Here you can see test case section is added separately, module section is added separately, requirement section is added separately, and the test case designing section is also added separately, execution section and issues, configuration. Basically, we saw all these features into a main project level, correct?
Yes.
If you go to the project, we are able to see all these phases here. Instead of working here itself only, we are just making each and every section as a different window. So by default, Tosca is providing each and every section as a different window. Hope everyone able to see the different windows here, correct? Okay. So the next point is here. Each and every section is again differentiated into 3 subcategories. This one we call it as a hierarchy pane. And the middle one we call it as a detailed view. And the right side one we call it as a properties. You can see 3 sections again. You could go if I go to a test case section level, here you can see the 3 tabs. Modules 3 tabs. Requirement 3 tabs. Test case designing 3 tabs. Execution 3 tabs. So again 3 subcategories here, okay? Event configuration, test planning, data integrity. All the sections you can see each section is again categorized into 3 subcategories. One is hierarchy view, another one is detailed view, and another one is properties pane. Even for project also we can see same way. If I go to the properties pane, even project level also we're able to see same approach, right? The left side you can see entire folders and each section related hierarchy, and the middle one we can see the detailed of selected section related hierarchy, and the right side one we can see the properties of project. So clear with this feature, everyone? Yeah. So coming to the requirement part. Okay. So understand we all are the automation engineers. Okay. So coming to the requirement part, where we get the requirement. So which test cases we do the automation as part of project in real time. So Tim, when we are working in automation, we always get the manual test cases. We always get the manual test case document. We can call it as a document or template. We have different things. So what are the manual test cases is prepared by the manual department. So in this, they do a feasibility analysis here to recognize the automation feasibility analysis. So they pick all test cases which is suitable for the automation. Okay, let us assume the manual document is having around 500 test cases. Out of these 500 test cases, the automation, the recognized automation test cases, which we can do almost 400. So they assign these 400 test cases to the automation department. They have to start working on automation. This is not only for the Tosca. If you're working in Selenium or Raft or any other test automation tool, UFT tool, same process. Nothing is different. The always prerequisite for the automation is a manual test case. They share these manual test cases, either they drop the mail to the team members, otherwise they'll give, we can create some stories into a test management tools like a Jira or HPLM like this. So clear with this, where we get the requirement? The requirement party. Okay. And next point is here. After getting a manual test case template, then how we can proceed with automation. So before going to that, so you can give me any application, then I'll give you an example on that application using Tricentis Tosca. Any other applications, Tim? It's up to you. I don't want to go with a default application every time. If any one of you requested any application example, I'll give you on that application related example. I'll rate all the manual tested, then I'll go with automation. ఏ అప్లికేషన్ తీసుకుందాం?
బ్యాంక్ అప్లికేషన్ ఎక్కువ
బ్యాంకా?
బ్యాంక్
I'm just going with the HDFC banking thing. I don't so basically this is a HDFC it's a net banking. I'm just opening directly hdfc.com banking portal. Yeah. So basically this is the main portal of HDFC team. So based on our requirement, we'll go with any of these. Okay. Let me write a scenario here. I'll just write a scenario here, the manual test case scenarios. To write a manual test case scenario, the first point is here. What is the first thing we are doing? Manual test steps. Open URL. After opening a URL, verify HDFC homepage. Now tell me how we are verifying this HDFC homepage. Which basis we are telling this is a HDFC homepage? Do we have any welcome message here?
Yeah, we
Logo.
have HDFC Bank
We have the welcome message.
We have welcome message, right? Can I verify this one? Along with the logo. I'll verify this HDFC logo. Along with that, I'll verify this welcome message. Okay. Go back to here, the manual tester. Verify HDFC homepage, logo, and welcome message. I just added these two test steps. After verification of these two, then what is the next step? So can I verify this personal
log.
login? Where?
Yeah.
So just mouse over on login, then we are able to see net banking. Then we have to do click operation on the net banking. This is what our scenario, correct? Mouse over on login button. After that, click on internet banking. This is what our scenario. I'm just taking only 4 steps. The first step is open URL, verify HDFC homepage logo and welcome message, and mouse over on the login button, then click on internet banking. Okay. Now, so the manual steps is clear for all, right? This is what manual test case. Once we understand the functionality of that respective web page, so definitely we'll write a manual test steps in like this. Okay. Once we write this manual test step, if this is suitable for the automation, then we'll start working in automation point of view. So I'm just going back to here, the test case section, select the test case section, right click on here, create a test case. If you're creating a test case here, Tim, just make a note here, HDFC homepage. What is the first step as per the manual test? We have to fulfill all these test steps into automation. It's not mean that we are going in our way. So what are the steps is defined by the manual consultant. We have to automate these things in this flow only. Now the open URL. So to go with open URL. So open URL is common for all type of web pages or only it differ from application to application?
It's common for
Yeah.
Common, right? So at the time of creating, I just added standard module subset. Are you remember? What are the common things we have already? The Tricentis team is created standard modules for that. Okay. We just go here and we'll select that respect to standard modules like open URL and do the drag and drop activity. Select this module, drag, go to test case and drop here. Only drag and drop activity. To develop one automated test case, this test case development always having a dependency on the module section. We cannot develop the test case directly. To develop the test case, we have some dependency on the module section. What exactly module is doing? The module section is holding a technical info of our business logic. So here URL, just pass the application URL here. So let me copy this URL. Go back to the Tosca. Paste here. That's it. Now we are completed open URL test step development in Tricentis Tosca. Then what is our next step?
Have to verify the home page.
We have to verify the home page and logo and welcome messages, right?
Mm.
To verify this one, we don't have any predefined modules for verification of home page and welcome messages, right? This is the application specific, correct?
Yes.
Project specific. So when we identify the project specific kind of things, then we have to create the modules manually. To create a module in Tosca, always go to the module section, right click on here, scan application. Scan application comes under web-based projects and desktop-based projects. Here you can see a different applications related engines also, API, mobile, PDF, remote terminal, Salesforce, number of engines you can see. But this HDFC is a web-based application, right? I'm just choosing here application. Now I'm doing a scanning team. Now it will go to the scanning window. My requirement is here. I just want to scan HDFC homepage, welcome message, and login button and internet. I'll scan all these things into a single shot. I don't want to create a number of modules here. Select this web page and then click on scan. Yeah. So see here, team. So we required image logo, correct? Do select on screen. I'm just enabling select on screen. I want this image logo, right? Just move your cursor and select it. So whenever I'm selecting those properties, Tosca is trying to make these properties as a unique property by default. So in Tosca point of view, don't need to write an XPath, CSS path, this kind of stuff is not required. So Tosca by default, it always try to make the control as a unique property. Okay. Now my next control is here, welcome message. Just move your cursor. Select this welcome message.
Oh, so using select on screen, we can select whatever we need on the web page, right?
Because when we are scanning this web page, it is all the properties here. It's very difficult for us, right, to recognize which one we want to select here, correct?
Yes, yes.
So
Okay.
that is the reason I'm just choosing here a select on screen option.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
And coming back to here, I just selected home page and tab. After that, the login button. So see here, team, seems like it's not selected properly. This is the main logo of the particular image team. So you can go with this. I think this welcome message is not exact one. Expand it. I'm just hiding these filtered items up to all. Then you are able to see that complete HTML structure here. Okay. Select here only welcome message. I don't want welcome login message. As per the web page point of view, we are able to see here only a welcome message, correct?
Yes.
So when I'm doing a select on screen, it is auto selected like welcome login message. But I just selected here it as a welcome only. Okay, na? So if you want to see the entire HTML structure of the web page, you can hide these filtered items up to all. Okay. Then you are able to see complete HTML structure here. So you can minimize these filtered items, then you are able to see very less properties here. Let me go with one by one. This is not a unique property team. See here two things. By default, Tosca is trying to make this one as a unique with the help of tag. So are you able to see tag is auto-selected?
Yes.
But with the help of tag, it is not a unique property. So which basis I'm telling this is not a unique property? Two indications. 1 second. One thing, I'm just identifying this one with the help of the color representation. It is replicated into orange color. Along with that, you can see in the bottom of the page, the selected item is not a unique property. Are you able to see not unique property message here?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So based on this only, I identified this is a not unique property. So we are the responsible persons. As a test engineer, we have to make these locators as a unique property. For that, we always give a priority to a technical properties. Okay. So by default, Tosca is auto-selected tag, but it seems like it is not a unique property. So we have a class name, right? But that is not selected. So do we have any value inside this class name level? Yes. If you have a value, then only you can select this class name related checkbox. What I'm doing now, I'm just trying to make this one unique while adding additional properties here. Are you able to see here, team? After selection of this particular class name, now the selected item is unique. Are you able to see that?
Yes, it is visible.
So, and even you can see the bottom of the page text is generated, the selected item is.
If we have ID as some value, then we can select that one as well without class name.
Yeah, you can select ID also. Just check all these possibilities which is available. You can pick that nearest one to make this one unique.
Unique.
These
Okay,
all are recommended. You can pick any of these to make a unique. Okay.
okay.
Now my image logo is the unique property now. Let us go to the welcome message. Even this welcome message also, it is not a unique property. If you see the welcome message level team, two properties Tosca by default it is added. What are those properties? So which properties? One is inner text, another tag. So with the help of these two properties, the welcome message is not a unique property. You can see here there is no ID for this. So we have some class name here. Directly select the class name to make a unique. Are you able to see? After selection of the class, it's automatically converted into a make a unique.
Yes.
If control is unique, you are not able to see any color representation for that. Okay. So the similar way I'm doing for the login as well. I just selected class name here. So we required one more control. What is that? Net banking, correct?
Yes.
This net banking is a hidden control. When we do a mouse over here, then only we able to see this net banking related information, correct? So what I'll do, I was trying to find this net banking related information while hiding these filtered items up to all. You can hide these filtered items up to all and check here. Do we have any naming conversion? Otherwise, I'll do the search option. So what is the naming conversion here? We can see net banking. It's very difficult task for us to find the things here, Tim. Simply you can use the search option. Net banking. You can see the number of net bankings is highlighted here. This is already highlighted. You can see net banking, hdfcbank.com net banking. Yeah, I think this is the correct one. So this is the net banking. You can see here what are the naming conversions: net banking, credit card portal, loans portal, right? So go here, net banking. You can see credit card portal. Are you able to see the naming conversion? Hyperlinks naming conversion. Credit card portal. I just did the down right. See, credit card portal for customer without a HDFC, my cards, know me, loan portal. You can go down here. You can see the number of hyperlinks, prepaid and forex card, like this. So what are the hyperlink I selected? That is perfectly correct one. So then disable these filtered items. All these things comes under as an identification mechanism. It's a very demo session, right? I'm just giving hypothetically here. You can see here, team, are you able to see any class name here?
No, it's empty.
We are not able to see any class name to make a unique. Then what about others? ID?
Right.
Do we have any, 1 second, let me do a cancel. Do we have any ID here?
No.
No.
There is no ID to make a unique. Okay. So I'm just adding here H reference. So here I'm adding here net banking, outer text, And you can see, I think after adding this H reference, it's automatically converted into unique key. If you see this page, 4 controls are scanned here. One is logo, welcome message, login button, and net banking hyperlink. Seems like all are unique properties only, right? Hmm?
Yes.
Once we make all our unique properties, save this module and close this window. You can go back to here the module point of view. So one module is created with a name as HDFC Bank Personal Banking. And this is HDFC logo is added, welcome message is added, and login is added, net banking is also automatically added. After creation of the module, drag and drop this respective module to the test case and drop here and do the development. I just want to verify this logo is exist or not. Then go here, do double click on this value column, blue color down arrow, select existence is equal to true. So which activity we are doing? A verification, right? Always choose the option as a verifier. Next, welcome message. If you want to verify the text of this message, select here inner text equal to welcome message. And action mode is also verify because I'm doing a verification. After that, do mouse over. So if you are doing a mouse over team, the syntax in Tosca, open flower brackets, just enter here mouse over. Once you do a mouse over, so to perform a click operations in Tosca, we can use here X method or we can use here click method. Any of these is perfectly fine. Now I completed it. Whatever scenario I planned here, so that scenario I automated here within the 2 test steps. Are you able to see any coding here?
No.
No.
This is the way we work in real time as well. Okay.
Okay.
Let me close this window. I just closed that HDFC portal directly. Now I'm going back to this test case. Now I'm running this. So I just executed, then Tosca directly to interact with this web page.
And by default, which browser it interacts? Chrome.
System default browser. In my system, my default browser is Microsoft Edge.
Okay.
We can define a browser specification as well.
In the tool.
Yeah. Are you able to see it? The click operation is performed successfully.
Yes.
Any questions on automation development process? I just given only the scenario to show you how we are working in real time. Okay. So, but when I started actual classes tomorrow, I'll give you a complete knowledge how we can do, what are the identification mechanisms we have to make a locators as a unique under this, everything I'll take care. Now in this example, any questions?
Yes, I have one question. Like making this unique activity is compulsory.
It's compulsory for any automation, not only
Okay.
for Tosca. Okay. To make a unique in a Selenium, we have to we do an inspection of this control. We write the XPath or CS
Yes. Okay.
to identify locator. The similar way to make a unique of controls in Tricentis is Tosca, we go with the scanning mechanism. In that scanning, we apply all the possible ways to make a unique.
Okay. So unique activity, making unique is a compulsory activity. Okay.
Common for all automations.
Okay.
Any other questions, team?
I have one more. Like, how do we give that URL value? I think I
I just copy it from the site only. I just go back to this web page. I just copied this one and I pasted here. That's it.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
So when we are doing a
We
test,
have to set up any Chrome driver or else for that.
we can run same script in Chrome also. We can create a parameter for that.
Okay.
So team, let me do a final run in Tricentis Tosca. Let me do a final run. To do the final run, we always go back to here, the execution section. So what are the test case we build here? Drag and drop this particular test case to execution section and drop here. And this is the final run. It's saved that our entire log data here. What are the scripts we executed till now? Let's make a note here, HDFC Home. Yeah. So I'm running the script here. Directly create the log data. Once log is created, we can export a report also into our local system.
It will take any screenshots if there is any bug identified. Screenshots or else a video recording.
We can go with the screenshots. But it's not mean that a bug. We can capture screenshot when our script is failed. That is one thing. We can capture screenshot any particular window which we required. We can create entire screenshot related documentation. These many ways we have, but I'll explain these things later.
Okay.
So the execution is completed here successfully. See here, the log data is created. So here you can see it is replicated into a green color. The meaning of that, the test case is executed successfully. Select this one, right click on here, print report. So team Tricentis Tosca by default, they are providing 4 different formats of reports. Okay, you can pick any of these. I'm just taking here a detailed report of my test case development. If you are taking a detailed report of your test case development, here you can export into any format, okay, either PDF or Excel or Word document or any images or any bitmap pictures or text or CSV. We have these many PowerPoint, these many ways we have. Pick any one of these. I'm just choosing here a PDF format. Click on Start. So it is asking me to add a screenshot of our script development team. See. The document, the entire execution report is exported to our local system. Here you can see execution test report, the created on 20th/9/2024. Here you can see execution summary. Total number of test cases 1 is passed. This is the sum chart representation. And here you can see what are the test case I automated, the test case name, executed by whom, admin is executed, how much time it was taking, what is the start time and what is the end time, and what are the steps I executed as part of this particular test case. Clear?
Yes, clear. Fine.
Any questions, Tim?
You selected the screenshots as well, right? While generating report.
You can add a screenshot also if required. We have to represent within the test case level.
Mm-hmm.
And it capture the screenshots.
Okay.
Can we do performance testing in this? How much time?
We have another tool, NeoLoad is there. It's this Tosca. We can do end-to-end testing, functional and regression kind of thing. API mobile, we can do all these things, but performance we have different tool for that.
Okay. That is the Tosca only or else any other?
Tricentis only, they introduce the performance tool as a NeoLoad. NeoLoad is a Tricentis tool only.
Okay.
Okay. So please go through this recording, team. If you have any questions, please make a note. We'll discuss all of your questions in a tomorrow's class.
I am how to get license?
So for the license and installation activation, the management people, please reach out to them. They will give you the information related to that. Hmm? Okay. So thanks to you all. Good night.
So
Thank you.
tomorrow there will be a session or no?
Tomorrow we have a session.
Okay.
Same time.
Same time. We'll connect to evening or same time.
Okay.
Thanks to you all. Bye bye.
Bye bye.